How's it going, guys? Open up my own channel here. Alright, let's see how this looks. Caskin. There we go. Alright, so today I'm going to be working. Let me exit out Discord there. Exit World of Warcraft. Not playing that. Now doing Simulator Craft. Alright, so today I'm going to be editing a video that I got from a bunch of clips that I have in Adobe Premiere. So if you're unfamiliar with it, you want to get into video editing, I myself have been doing this for a while. I just am now going a little bit harder into it and post it on YouTube. Before it was just kind of I did it for fun, and now I'm starting to post the stuff online a bit more. So with that said, let me move my coffee out of the way. All right, so here's what I got right now, and I guess as time goes on and as we go through this, we'll see how it ends up turning out. Let me just make sure my ringer's off. So let's play what we got now, see if we can edit anything. So I'm doing this in Adobe Premiere Pro CC, so this is a Creative Cloud edition. So if you don't know anything about video editing or just in general, this program, Adobe Premiere Pro, you can get it two different ways. So you can either get it in the Creative Cloud, which you can kind of get everything. So if I open up my Creative Cloud here, so these are like really beginner things that a lot of people don't know, and they don't know where to start. And it's like, okay, everyone who jumps into this type of video editing thinks that you should know all this stuff because you've already been in it. Well, if it's just that one, you want to make it a hobby like myself, I mean, this is what you kind of got to know. So the Creative Cloud Suite, if you're a student, cool thing, it's like $20 a month. But if you are I think it's like 70 to 80 bucks a month for all. But you get Photoshop, Illustrator, InDesign, XD, Lightroom, Premiere Pro, Premiere Pro Rush, which is kind of like a good way to transport videos that are on your. These are to transport videos that are on your phone and edit them a little bit and then push them to your desktop, because sometimes that can be a little bit more challenging. After Effects. Okay, so the big difference between Adobe Premiere Pro and After Effects is After Effects, a good way to remember, is more visual effects. So you have things like you can keyframe a little bit better. You have compositions. And what I mean by compositions, if you've ever worked with if you ever work with Photoshop, Photoshop is like After Effects, where you have layers, you can stylize, you can do a lot more in-depth stuff with the video. Lightroom is more simple correction. Same with Premiere Pro. You're just doing the simple editing, cutting, pasting it all together for the export. After Effects, you can really edit those compositions and put them into Premiere Pro. Premiere Pro can work, and some of the stuff you do on Premiere Pro versus After Effects are the same. You just have to know the difference. So Lightroom sorry, if you don't know what Lightroom is, it's photo editing. You got the bridge, which allows you to do all the stuff together. The cool thing about it is with the Premiere Pro or the Creative Cloud Suite, you also get with it Adobe Audition, which I use for the podcast. If you guys haven't checked out our podcast, it's Dad Life Struggle. Search it on YouTube. Search it on YouTube, any podcasting app, you can find it there. But Adobe Audition is what I edit all of that in. And that also, you can, if you have sound clips in here that have background noise, you can pull that stuff out of it. So let me open up here something before we get started. So if you guys are talking to me, I can chat back. So if you have questions, and where's my Twitch at? We'll open that up. Then where are you? Where am I? There I am. There I am. Okay. So first things first, let's get into the editing. So this is what I got so far. I'm going to do it. So a couple things. You got the little, this is what you order. If I go full, so this is like a full render. And what I mean by render, it will like totally be a crisp, clean playback. hard work on your computer, depending on what kind of system you got. But for this, I'm going to do a quarter. Yeah, just so you can kind of get an idea of what I'm working with. So this is going to be a video of a cruise that I want. I've never been on a cruise before. Well, I'm currently in the military, in the Navy, so I've been on a cruise before, but it's a little bit different than a pleasure cruise. I wasn't doing anything in this one, so let's play it.
Okay, I get it. You're busy. You got a lot of stuff going on. I mean, look at my garage. It's an absolute disaster, and I need to clean it. But you need to take a vacation. Here are a bunch of reasons why you should take a cruise instead of going and getting a hotel and driving somewhere. Check it out. First cruise, and everyone's on their cell phone, and we haven't even taken off yet. Look at this. Gotta say goodbye.
Saying our goodbyes to our loved ones.
So I still need to do the transitional edits here, and that's the transition between each frame. So we'll see how it turns out. So most of this footage was done on a Sony a6500 with a Sony E-frame. I think it's a 10-105 or 18-105 lens. Okay, so that's what I got so far. So let's back that out. So what I'm doing here, plus sign zooms in on my timeline. This, I slowed it down to 25%. Let's find that mark in there. Alright, so this is the weird part right here. So doors open and this guy's just staring. What I want to do is do a zoom transition there. So let's open up my, where is it? Effects. All right, let's close some of these. Bins. Close panel. Close the iPhone. Close the music because we can open that somewhere else. Okay, so we want to go video transition. Let's do a zoom, cross zoom, place that right there. That way when it opens up, it zooms in and zooms out. There we go. Okay, so I'm scrubbing it there. So we have, so I'm scrubbing this to make sure, okay, zoom in, boom. All right, so that's that. Zoom out here. So here, so if you're going to make something speed, like slow down the speed of it. So one thing you want to make sure, obviously, is that your frames here, where are we? So if I go to my, how I organized all my film, and I already trimmed most of it. You have right here, let's see what this one's at. Okay, so these are all 29.97 frames per second, okay? Or most of them. You got a composition that's really weird here. Or my composition is actually 24 frames a second. The reason why you want to do 24 frames a second, or just my preference, is it makes it a more cinematic look when you actually go to export it. So when you export it at 24 frames a second, you're able to, your eye sees 24 frames a second. That's normal what your eye sees. The more frames you have in that short time frame, the easier it is for people to see. So you have, let's see, let's do, so here's a 60 frames a second. Here I slowed this down. And the cool thing about it is I can kind of speed ramp this. So if I really, let's see, if I wanted to do this like I was planning on it. Okay, tilde blows this up. Let's go to the, actually, you know what would be really cool? Let me see. Let's work in After Effects. And let's do a track edit. Let's do a track edit after effects, because that'll be like an episode number. All right. Okay. Once that blows up, we will. Seriously, our YouTube channel. Go to our podcast. It's on. It's also on our YouTube channel. These are other things that I've done since. I'm just kind of starting to post stuff up little by little. Exit out of that. All right. All right, so here we go. Oh, let's minimize that. My bad. Is it blown up? Is After Effects starting? Let's see. Task Manager. I don't see it. After Effects. There we go. Open that up. Okay. And then we'll take this. Where is it? Take that right there. Okay, let's move this more to the front so we can do an episode. This will be our intro. That'll be our first. And then we'll move all this right here, this way. And then we'll edit it from there. There we go. Okay, so then we want to, once After Effects boots up, is After Effects? There it is. Okay, is that After Effects? There we go. That took forever. Okay, so we want to, okay, After Effects composition. All right, so this allows it to communicate with it. Okay, live works. We don't go to my SAR video cruise. Let's create a new folder. After Effects com. Intro. Slide. FB. All right. There we go. Okay. We want a 3D track. Camera tracker. Okay, there we go. It's analyzing. And what this will do is it will set up it's basically tracking this whole scene. So I can pick a point in here and have some text and it'll kind of float by as it goes by it. I'll show you what I'm talking about. Time remaining 3 minutes. Okay, so while that's doing that, let's cut this stuff up. First. Okay, so that's a little. Let's do this. So we got. Oh, that's the flag that we want. Oh, where's the flag at? Where's the flag? Here we go. Let's move that. That way. Okay. Flag. then we'll do, I forget what kind of cut that is, where it'll play into it. And then we download a thing that has some sequence going, so boom. And a cut right there. All of this. All of this. All of that over to right there. That over first, and we'll move all this over. Boom. Okay. And then we'll just have this. There, cut it that way. Let's do effects. Let's do an let's do an audio fade. Let's do an exponential or constant gain actually. Okay, let's see how that looks. Turn that down just a little bit.
First cruise.
Okay, we'll do there. Trim that up just a little bit. Let's go to effects control. There we go.
First cruise.
Let's move this down one, and we'll have it go over into a little bit, so it's a little bit more seamless. Let's see how that looks.
First cruise, and then
okay, and then we're gonna have to do a constant. Let's do exponential fade. There, up. Work with me. Make sure you're saving your file. Fade. Solving camera. There we go.
first cruise.
Constant. There we go. Let's try that.
First cruise.
There we go. Just a little bit. Okay, here's all those points. So let's move this way a little bit. See if we can find a point on the ground. Let's make those points advanced. Oh man, I forget how to make those points bigger. Oh, there we go. Tracking point size. Let's make those a little bit bigger. There we go. Okay. Ooh, that was. Oh, where'd it go? Where'd it go? That was a good flat one. Okay, let's find one. Oh, where'd it go? Kind of like that one. I think we'll do that one. Let's see what that looks like. It disappears very quickly. They're so nice for tracking points. Okay, where is it? Let's go a little bit forward. A little bit more. Really looking for these 3 points that are like right. We want them flat. That's a good one. Okay. Then we want new text. Text layer. Do that. Let's do that. Oh, blow that up. We want this to be white. Black outline. What text do we want? Oh, my cool text. Oh. It's always a good one. Okay, let's make that a little bigger. Add life. Episode 1. Cruise life. I think that's a good way. Let's make this super big. We'll just make it classy. Nothing too. Okay. And then okay. So man, I've got to do this active track. We want to